I looked at a website, Social Blade, right? And I was looking at my channel, you know, and they gave me a C+. It's funny they got the lawn lames a C+ too. But the lawn lames, their views are way down, y'all. Appreciate it. Their views are way down. I mean, my views are way up, and their views are way down in the last 60 days. I mean, way up. Mine's like, I don't know the exact number, plus 2,000 or 3,000, and theirs is down 1,000 or whatever. So, whatever y'all are doing over there at the lawn lanes, this shit ain't working, dude. Y'all better get on it, man, before y'all lose traction. Coming after me ain't working. It is not working. It's helping me, but it ain't helping you. So I was watching a video yesterday, and about a month and a half ago, this cat, he was throwing away his Carhartt. Anti-American. And now he's doing videos with his Carhartt jacket, Carhartt coat. So basically what he did is he threw away all his old t-shirts to try to make a statement. Really didn't make a statement by throwing away, you know, $10 t-shirts that are old as hell, $20 t-shirts that are old as hell, probably had holes in them and everything. And that, I just found that to be so ironic that you're gonna talk about how anti-American Carhartt is. You're gonna go through the links of showing everybody that you threw your shirts in the trash can, and then you're gonna be in your videos wearing a Carhartt coat. Why don't you throw the Carhartt coat away? I mean, if you believe they're truly anti-American, what's a $100 coat? Not a big deal, right? These morons on here be killing Ray, man, with that dumb crap. Like, I don't know, man. It's just stupid, man. Back talk, you know, just double talk, man. That's all they do. Double talk, and then come back and do the exact thing that they said they wasn't gonna do. And he was real convincing in his video that he did about, you know, about the Carhartt and how he's anti-Carhartt now and won't never wear another Carhartt thing, but he's got a Carhartt coat on. And that's what I'm talking about. See, that kind of crap right there is just, I don't know, it's just stupid, man. I don't get that crap, man. So, yeah, I don't really need a dump trailer. I just don't see no point in buying something that I'm rarely going to use. I don't see no point in that. All the mulch work we do is, you know, they're right there together, and they're just a rock throw away from the mulching yard. So, yeah, I don't really need a dump trailer. I'm good enough where I'm at right now. But if I took on some mulch jobs outside of my area, then I could, you know, make more money with a dump trailer if I have one. But since I'm just going to do the same mulch jobs that I've been doing for years and not trying to do any more, and not trying to market for things that would require a dump trailer, then I don't really need a dump trailer. See, I'm just going to close my eyes to that. And when we are doing those mulch jobs, you know, I can just shovel it off of my landscape trailer. I mean, that's what I'd have to do. You know, if I had a dump trailer, I'd have to shovel it off too. So there's that. And the customer pays for the delivery of the mulch. So there's that. So I really don't need a dump trailer. I don't want to make money on the mulch, and I don't want to make money on the delivery, and I don't want to make it easier to spread it. I don't want to do none of those things. So I just won't buy a dump trailer. I want it to be as minimal as possible, money-wise. That's why I ain't bought a dump trailer, because I had rather work harder and not work smarter. And I had rather let the mulch yard get all the delivery money and the markup on the mulch, and not me, to help pay for a dump trailer that I don't need. So yeah, I don't really need a dump trailer. And everybody's business is different, you know. Might live here and you can't just plug and play one business into another, you know. There's that too. But there's one thing. The one thing that's fundamentally sound, y'all, is I'm out here to make the most money. That's fundamentally worldwide, rounded. I mean, that's by default. And if not having a dump trailer makes me more money, cool. I mean, you know, that's just my thinking. I want to make the most money, so I have a dump trailer. So yeah, there's that. But apparently everybody don't need a dump trailer, and I understand that. I get it. You know, everybody's not. There's nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with going to the dump and walling around and all that doo-doo out there and spending 30 minutes unloading the trailer. There's nothing wrong with that. I just wonder how you want to spend your time. I don't like spending my time like that. I like to make money on the mulch. I like to make money on the delivery of the mulch. See, if the customer's paying for all of that, then you're not able to make any money on that. A lot of guys are you know, that do mulch, all they do is just go do the labor. And you can make money at that, you know, but you ain't gonna make the most money at that. They want the homeowner or whoever the customer is to call the mulch yard and put the mulch and the delivery on their card or whatever. And then all they get paid for is for the spreading the mulch. I want to get paid for everything. I want to get paid for the markup on the mulch. I want to get paid for the delivery of the mulch, and I want to get paid for spreading the mulch. That to me is worth buying a dump trailer. Pay for it, and then you can find other things to use the dump trailer for. But they're expensive. You know, my dump trailer, 6x12, not no big deal or nothing. I paid like $5,300 for it. I mean, that was 10 years ago. I guarantee you, I'd have made and saved. I'd have made more than $5,300 with it and saved more than $5,300 in time, energy, effort, and labor. And it's still got it. It's not going nowhere. It's still there. Of course, before I bought the dump trailer, I didn't know all the uses that I could apply it to. Because before I bought the dump trailer, I was turning down work that would be easier if I had a dump trailer. See, now I can take on anything that requires haul off. It doesn't matter. And I can take on anything that requires me to bring material to a job, get paid every which way. It's just being the most universal, you know, to make the most money to me. And everybody, you know, don't have to do things like I do things. And I'm not digging at nobody or nothing. I don't want no trouble. But I can understand why people wouldn't want a dump trailer. Well, I can't understand why somebody wouldn't want one with 20, 25 years in the game. They should know by then the kind of money they can make with a dump trailer versus the kind of money they can make without a dump trailer. And it took me a minute to learn how to put the dump trailer in the best scenario too. I bought the dump trailer because I was selling firewood, and I didn't want to have to keep stacking it in my truck and on my lawn trailer and all. See, with the dump trailer, I can go to the dump while somebody's cutting grass. See, and I can be making money at the same time, making money at the dump and making money on grass cut. And then I can haul off the debris from anywhere, and it's not a big deal. If I don't fill up the dump trailer, no big deal. It can just sit there half full, and then when I get a full load, I'll go to the dump. You know, but I'm charging each customer to go to the dump no matter what. So I charge to go to the dump, and it takes me no time. I mean, no time. I don't have to have no help or nothing with it. I could have a guy cutting grass making $80 here while I'm, you know, making, you know, $80 with a dump trailer, and I ain't got to do nothing. Hit a button, bag it, wait in line. That's the most. But if you're not doing a lot of that, I can see why you wouldn't want a dump trailer. But of course, you're not going to be doing a lot of that if you don't have a dump trailer. See, I offer that because I have a dump trailer, so that puts me in a scenario to make more money. You know, it ain't mandatory that you have a dump trailer. I'm not being condescending for people that don't. I mean, my thinking is that a dump trailer will pay for itself, and that's all I'm saying. You know, and sometimes you have to buy things and learn the best uses for those things after you get them. So given that, you know, you can do most with a dump trailer. But there's a lot of other things that a dump trailer comes in handy too. It's a backup trailer as well. Well, lawn mowers and stuff. Other things. You know, everybody runs their crap. You know, everybody runs their business different, man. You know, I'm all about trying to make the most money, and I feel like whoever sacrificing their money to buy more equipment within reason, you're going to make more money in the long run. But you can make a living without a dump trailer. I did it for years. But I would not feel like I'm glad that I got a dump trailer, put it like that. And it's part of the growing process for me. You know, because then I can do more stuff. I mean, there's so much I can do with a dump trailer that you can't do without one. Or you can, but the labor is like off the chain, you know. Yeah, a lot. And it served as a backup trailer, because you're not going to buy a dump trailer with a single axle on it. Not that I've seen. Might be wrong. Yeah. Alright, y'all, it's an ugly, nasty day. I'm pulling up to the Hizzo, and it ain't quite Sammy time yet, but it's getting close. Peace out. Alright, y'all. So I'm heading over here to the to my dealer, the Exmark dealer, and I gotta grab that throttle cable. So I saw a little video this morning where one of these guys was talking about somebody welding a front caster, you know, wheel, and they were saying that was a lot of trouble, you know, to do that, when, you know, what he would say he would have done, he just would have bought another one. I don't know. It's coming from the same folks that, well, y'all saw the back tires on that lawnmower, so I don't know that that's really true. I don't know that he would be able to do that. I didn't have to go buy another one. I had a brand new one sitting at the house. It's in the video I showed y'all. So you gotta look at it from another point of view. He was saying in his video that, well, it's a lot of time wasted, you know, welding up a caster wheel like I did. He would have spent that time, he could have been cutting more grass and all. Well, I find that hard to believe too, but okay. Number one, my dealer is about 30 minutes away. Okay? That's the number one thing. Number two, it's $330 for a freaking X-Mark wheel. Now, I can order them online a lot cheaper. So I wasn't going to be able to get it that day, no matter what I did. And I needed to get it in a timely fashion, because it was wet and ugly, and that's the days I like to take care of that kind of thing. So this guy was saying, you know, that he's got a welder and he could do that. Well, I don't know. It takes a certain skill to do that and not burn through that metal. But okay. He just would have bought another one. I mean, well, how come y'all, if that's so easy for you guys, how come you ain't bought a freaking tire for that raggedy ass mower brand those guys? How come you ain't bought a tire? How come you ain't bought tires for that? One minute you talking about spending money, and the next minute you talking about, well, why would I spend money if I don't have to? Man, I see why y'all and Shane are buddies. I see why. Y'all all over the place. Know this, I'm always gonna try to fix something, and if I know that I can. Now, why in the world would I want to take $10 in fuel, drive over to the dealer, an hour and a half of my time, and spend $300? Why would I want to do that when I don't have to leave my house? I can't work anyway because it's wet and ugly, and I got the skill set and the equipment to fix it. Why would I do it any other way? So what you should be thinking about is, you should be thinking about, well, damn, he just saved himself $300 and some time on the road, fuel and everything. Man, maybe I ought to start applying some of that to my business, and maybe I can afford to buy me a dump trailer after a year or two of saving money like that. I mean, I don't know. That's how I acquire equipment. It ain't what I make, though, that's good. It's what I save too. You know, you got to be looking at things like that when you're in business. So for all you guys that saw that little video where he was trying to put a dig at me, you know, talking about the welding and how he would just go buy another one, bullshit. He ain't gonna go buy another nothing, man. And you can tell by the way he runs things, they ain't buying nothing. Come on, man. Sound crazy, dude. He ain't gonna buy nothing. He ain't got to. There's that. Then he talking about the Crocs. Don't want the Crocs to melt. Somehow, some way, the Crocs didn't melt. I don't know how, but if they did, I'd go buy me another pair. But I make sure that I weld in a technique that the embers don't come down on my feet. In my own house, in my own garage, fixing my own mower. Take notes, son. Just take notes. You know, I know you had to be thinking to yourself the whole time you was talking about all that, how you are flim-flamming on what your operation is. You quick to buy one of them tires, but you ain't quick to put tires on a mower. Which is it, man? You can't have it both ways, man. Let me know, man. I'm just curious. Do another video. I mean, it's funny. But anyway, guys, anytime you can save money and you can learn and you're not losing money while you're doing that, that's gold. Gold. No matter what some of these losers say on YouTube. You know. Who is going to volunteer to pay for a new wheel, drive to the dealer, spend $300 or whatever, drive back home and put the wheel on? I fixed the damn, I fixed it in about 25 minutes, man. I couldn't even have gotten to the dealer in the time it took me to fix it. Much less the time it take to drive back, much less the 300 I had to come off of, much less the time it take me to put it on when I get it back home. I'm already cutting while you're still at the dealer. See? And this comes right on the heels of them saying, well, everybody runs their things different. These guys are ignorant, man. I mean, dude, I'm at it. They floor me with their stuff. Anyway, so I'm going over here to the dealer. I got to pick up this throttle cable. And I'm going to be looking at my own video on how I put the other one on. That'll come in handy because I did a video on the throttle cable I think it was last year. The throttle cable didn't last very long, and that ain't good. So, but the throttle cable's, what, $38? And if I could make one without going over here to the dealer, I would make one. That's just me. That's how I save money. And that's how that affords me to be able to buy more equipment. And a lot of guys might look at it and say, well, it's only $300, it's only $3,000 for the mower deck, it's only, you know, $300 for the tire, it's only $40 for the throttle cable, it's only. Add that stuff up and you got a dump trailer. Add that stuff up, the money that I save, and you can acquire more equipment without spending any more money. You're just saving money every which way when you're in business for yourself. So don't get caught up with these guys saying you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. You know, don't get caught up in that. You know what you need to do. If all the stars align. The day I fixed that wheel, all the stars aligned. Well, number one, I was not fixing to spend $320 on a freaking wheel when I knew that I could fix it. Not to mention, I had a brand new one sitting there. Brand new, I could have put it right on. Why would I do that though? Bro, you're just being cheap. Call it what you want to. Look at all the equipment that I've acquired doing that. Look at all the equipment that I've acquired with that business philosophy. And don't hurt for nothing. Don't hurt for anything. I don't hurt for nothing. If I want it, I buy it. So, keep that in mind when you're watching these wannabes on here trying to dig at a straight G. Because they make themselves look even more ignorant than they were before they made the statement. Stupid, man. It's hard for me to believe that folks in business really believe that. Crazy, man. I just had to throw that out there, man. Peace out.